Come on over, it's time for Tim Friend.
Alright, welcome back to Tim Friend. If it looks like there has been a disjunction between the last episode of Mechanicus and this episode, don't worry, you're not losing it. You're not misremembering. You're correct. I started recording this session and I totally forgot to record any of the video for it. And then when I found out that I'd forgotten to record the video, I deleted the audio. There was like 15 minutes of it in a fit of spite. I was like, no, this cannot be. This shall not be the reality of my situation. But unfortunately, it is and was and will be. We're still on the same general mission. We're still doing what we can, but we're not doing it very well. That's the Tim Friend way. Do what you can, but you're not gonna do it very well. Yeah, got him. And I'm a little cheese. That did get my energy up a little bit, having that occur. Having that, excuse me, Jesus Christ, having that event occur to me did sort of, it's woken me up. It's made me a little frustrated enough to pay attention, and really go ham on these consoles that I have to either scan or destroy. Let's go to here, and then let's also shoot this turret, just out of spite. That's right. Now I'm plundering this tomb out of spite, in addition to the requirement for the archaeotech or whatever the fuck I'm doing here. All right, so we got this guy. He can shoot the guy. He goes pew pew. The guy is dead. Now I get a cognition point from him. Oh my god, what was I even talking about? It's all so blurry in my head. It's nothing. Let's go up here. Let's try to finish off this Canoptech anthracite. Because they keep stealing cognition points from this data bank over here. At least we don't have to kill their corpses. That's very polite of this game, that making us not have to camp the anthracite's corpses for making sure they no comebacksies. All right, well, you gonna chill where you are, Leonardus. They kind of bottleneck themselves in a way that I very much appreciate. Let's fire off our fusel, or whatever the fuck it is. What's the ranger's gun? It's a galvanic rifle. I was talking a lot about how I like the tactility of the guns, and that they, with the camera and the sound effects and the just like the animation on the projectiles, they really make it feel like make your guns feel strong. They make the guns feel important. The exception to this being our Sicarian infiltrator's flechette blaster, or whatever the fuck he uses. It's the flechette blaster, right? Flechette blaster, yeah. That I don't like very much. I feel like it's less like, oh, I'm shooting him, and more like I am triggering an animation to occur, and that's boring. I don't like that. I want something more than that. Like, see, it just looks like it's like I can see the strings of the puppet. You know what I mean? Like I can see where the thing that's controlling it. Like I can see the grid lines of the animation making the flechettes do their doofy little things. They're going like a little woo-woo motion instead of like, oh, this feels like a gun that's shooting a bullet at an alien skeleton robot. You know? Am I making any sense at all? I don't know. I'm sorry. I had a root canal in my teeth recently, and I'm here to tell you that it took a lot of energy out of me. I'm recording this in the morning on a later day than I usually would be, because I lost time. I lost time due to the root canal, and I got work I still gotta do, and I'm okay. Like, I'm not in pain. I am actually in pain. My head hurts, but not near the tooth. I used to be really afraid of root canals, but then again, I used to be really afraid of the dentist. Like, it's definitely been a thing that's very, like, very stressful. It's an anxietal trigger, I guess, would be an apt way of calling it. Like, it squicks me out. if that makes more sense. It makes me go, to think about something like happening to a tooth that's mechanical, or something that would make me go to the dentist. I'm avoiding using any specific term because it distresses me to think about it. But I've been going for some years now, not like a couple of years now. No, like 1 year now. I found a dentist that I like, but I still get I still go whenever I have to think about stuff happening to teeth, including my own. And so getting like a root canal is something that's always described as like, oh my god, it's so painful. But this one was fine, and I've had one before and it was fine. But like it's still, well, the one before was fine, but it still fucking hurt. Just one part, because they were scraping. Oh god, they were scraping a nerve out of a molar of mine. Yeah, if teeth stuff really grosses you out, then fast forward like a minute. They're scraping a nerve out of the tooth, and one time they hit, like they hadn't numbed the nerve properly or some shit. It hurt unbelievably bad. But then it was fine. Afterwards it was fine. They numbed me up again and it was totally fine. Alright, if you're not ooked out by teeth, thank you for enduring it. If you are ooked out by teeth, my apologies, and also solidarity, because it's gross. It sucks. I hate the impermanence of my physical body. I wish I was a fucking, like, I see it. I see why why the Mechanicus want to be these roboids, why they want to subsume themselves with mechanical parts. Subsume. I don't know what the term would be. Yeah, gotcha, Bonch. Get out of here. I could see why they would want to replace their bodies with mechanical parts, because I'm grossed out by the physical form. Like, remembering that, oh, you're just like a bunch of meat and bones under a flap of skin. Like, that's gross and scary, and I don't like it. It makes me go bleh, bleh, bleh. Alright, we got one more Necron. That's it. One more Necron. It's not that scary. But if you insist, game, I'll help you deal with your one Necron problem. Maybe it's because I'm fucking camping it like a Fire Emblem, just chilling in the doorway. Thus, they cannot get after me. Let's have you roll over here, because we're gonna need to send you down that corridor. Have you go with doom, doom. Alright, so he's got energy armor, so that probably did 1. Yeah, 1 damage. This will do 1 or 2. Incredible. 1. 1. I love that Sonic Mei. Alright, let's roll around here. Use a bunch of cog points, because we got them to spare. There's no point in not using the cog points. Roll up to here. Shloop. Get a bunch of blackstone out of it by scanning it. Yeah, this always fucking happens. It's like, oh, touch these things and you win, and then it changes to kill all enemies, actually. Whoops. Haha. Remember how we had an interesting objective? Well, now it's route again. This is dumb. If there's one thing I don't like about this game, it's that sometimes the objectives are boring. But the theming is so strong, and the mechanics are interesting and fun. So I can't, like, there's no perfect game. I can't dunk on a game, and I feel like you can't throw a game in the garbage trash for just being imperfect. It's not necessarily valid. There's like imperfection. Imperfection is not a crime, just like skateboarding, you know? But there are still complaints that are legitimate about a game. Like, I don't like this. I don't like fucking World of Warcraft Classic. I'm not gonna play it because it's, to me, it's tedious, and time consuming, and I don't have a huge amount of time. I mean, I have enough time to fucking record Temperin, but like, my life is short, and I'm not going to be getting a lot of fucking... If I'm not going to be getting enough enjoyment out of that, then I don't want to play it. So, like, there's valid reasons to not play a game, but the fact that there's one thing that is wrong with it isn't necessarily the most valid thing, unless you can make the case for why that matters a lot to you. So like, let's see, Fire Emblem Birthright. I don't like that game, and it's there are things that are cool about that game. It is a beautiful looking game. I like a lot of the sort of the minor mechanics of it, but I really don't like the major mechanics of it. Like I don't like the map design. I don't like the objective design. I also don't like the macro or the micro writing of it. But let's say I loved the rest of the game and didn't like the fucking map design. That would be a pretty big no-no for me. Like, I haven't played, the cohort approaches the area where the settlers breached the tomb of Acropus. Several of the settlers were evidently caught in an attack by the Necrons, woken by their intrusion, and their bones still lie among the excavation tools where they fell. Remember, if you live in Warhammer 40,000 universe and you find a tomb, don't go in it. Board it up and then collapse it, at best. Like, and then let the Inquisition know and get ready to move. Or die. Their bones still lie among the excavation tools where they fell. They proved to have numerous examples of archaeotechs still clutched in their dead bony hands. Alright, so they did have shit. Expectations equals met. Acquired plus augmentations plus archaeotech plus insight. Conclusion follows. A rare haul of lost technology. Such delights seem a trivial use of my tech priest, Scaevola. Be not churlish, obtuse, small-minded magos. If lost equals true, then regain. Enumeration of sacred duties. Reacquisition of lost technology. Relearning of forgotten knowledge. Return to humanity. Now, so he does. Scavola's like, fuck yeah, I found all this awesome shit on the ground, basically. But, I mean, it's still cool. That's part of our prime objective is to find old shit like this, because that's what the Mechanicus is always doing. They call it archaeotech because it's stuff that they've forgotten how to make. Stuff that may or may not be better than the stuff that they have in the modern times. We got a shit ton of Blackstone for that. It's very cool. And we got Can of the Crafts. Yeah, 3 missions without using a canonical. I almost wanted to use one for that fucking, for those 2 energy armor anthracite canoptex. Alright, next time on Tim Friend, I am live and so are you. Woof. You okay, Tim? Alright, bye everybody.
With Tim Friend.